Hola mi gente, it's Alondra La OT, and I'm here with a very special guest, Dr. Wong. He's done 2 TEDx talks.
Correct.
And is here at the AOTA conference and going to be presenting again on TEDx and also hosting a Twitter live stream, right?
OTA is more like live tweeting.
Live tweeting. So today's video, we're going to talk about not just occupational therapy, but also being a practitioner, a male practitioner, a minority practitioner. Stay tuned. So before we get started, we're going to do tres preguntas. So it's just a way for you guys to get to know Dr. Bill Wong here. Okay, ready? 3 questions, 30 seconds.
Go for it.
First question. What do you like most about conference? One thing. Go.
Networking.
All right. Top 3 leisure activities.
Golfing, logging, and playing the piano.
Yes. And last question. Oh my gosh. Oh, name one thing that relates to OT that starts with the letter W.
Watch you.
Hey, Washington University?
Yeah, right. St. Louis. That's one thing, right? Technically.
18 seconds. Tell us your ethnic background and what setting are you currently working in?
So I'm Chinese. I was born and raised in Hong Kong. I came to the States in '96.
How old were you then?
When I was 11.
Okay.
So I currently practice in a SNF setting.
Okay.
Which I know some people may find it odd because what I do is about autism, social media, and never get sniff. But I sort of find a setting that sort of makes me work for what I do.
Right, see? Just right challenge, guys. Is this your first setting?
No, that's my second.
Okay, what was your first setting?
Pediatrics.
How did you like that?
I think I learned a lot about the transition from being in OT from a student. I guess it's like the first job is like what is a good deal and what is not a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So navigating the entry level world.
And then also like from making dues standpoint, you know? Yeah, because I didn't know, like, like in kids, like, if the kids don't show up, you don't get paid.
Right, okay, see, now we're getting into a whole nother topic. That's for another day, guys. So some of you may or may not know, but you were diagnosed as an adult with autism. I imagine that having that diagnosis or disability may have its challenges. As a practicing therapist, how does your disability help or challenge you in your profession?
I think sometimes it's like with some difficult patients because I work in a SNF setting right now, and sometimes we do have people with behaviorists, and sometimes I'll be placed in a place that has all patients pretty much have behaviorists.
Right.
So therefore, that would not be a good fit for me to work.
Right.
And another one sometimes is like communicating. Not that I'm not a good person to build rapport with, or like sometimes the messages that they say, I want this done or this done, sometimes it might not come across very directly. Right. So sometimes there's the communication barriers, but you still find a way to work around that. And of course, like my COA too. Right. It's sometimes it's like from my peers or my supervisor. Right. Sometimes they say, hey, do this, or sometimes like, hey, in our setting, sometimes we learn new systems. So therefore, they're like, hey, if I'm stuck, just show me around. Right. All right. So how do you feel that has helped you as a practitioner? I think for me, it's more like usually I like to learn things concretely. So therefore, it's like usually I will understand stuff very clearly once I get them. And secondly, I think it's like my time management in the workplace, not my real life, but like in the workplace. I would say it's very good. I got it. As a new practitioner, time management I'm going to have challenges with that. What's any advice for time management? I don't know. For me, it's like I'm a math major. I was hoping you were going to help me. I was a mental math major, so like I do mental math very well. Second question. So for someone like me who's a minority, I think it's very easy to just kind of think that, yes, I'm going to advocate for diversity and inclusion, but there's more to it. Like there's more reasons as to why I want to advocate for diversity and inclusion. So for someone as yourself having a disability, why do you feel it's important to advocate for practitioners with disability? I think for me as my personal experiences, because I was diagnosed during my second year of OT school. So the thing I really hoped at the time was providing hope for people in the same situation that I dealt with. Because for me, when I was in my program, I think I was the first case that they ever dealt with for an OT student with autism.
Right.
So I mean, like they may say all the right things, but then they sort of lack the element of like, hey, we know this OT with autism.
Right.
So they didn't have that for me. I
Right.
had to find it for myself.
Right.
And it was very difficult because it took me a year to do it.
Right. And now you are not just advocating through your TEDx talks, but also your CI, and you have students. Why do you feel it's important to be a CI and have students?
I believe, especially for people with disabilities, sometimes finding a few placements for them is challenging. Therefore, it's like they may need this accommodation, they may need that accommodation. So I know from my personal experiences, both of the level 2s that I passed, they were during my 11th hour, so to speak. So they're like, it's almost like the week before, like, hey, here's the replacement, you know?
Right.
So therefore, I don't want students to go through that.
Right. So for the last question, I know you have a huge undertaking that's coming up. Would you like to share with the YouTube world?
Sure. So recently I got my license to run a TEDx events, and purposely I believe it's going to make some history after the Roseberry float that we had last year. So the event is going to be a TEDx event in Alhambra, which is across town to where I live in LA.
Come on.
And then also I believe maybe I'm the first OT who's going to be a curator for the events. So therefore I'm going to do my best to pick the best topic possible for the OT.
Yes, can't stop, won't stop. Like, how do you have time to do all of that?
Well, I think that's a tough one too. It's like being your RA in California, and then also doing more guest lecturing, and then working full time. That is, I agree, that is very difficult.
But see, but you have those math skills, and you can time management, your planning, and all of that. Does that help?
Oh yeah, like for me, every year, around Thanksgiving, I always plan around my schedule for the year.
For the year.
Conference.
See, man, I could learn a thing or two here. I like planning your whole year. Like that's cool.
Yeah, I actually take a page from Carolyn Baum's book. That's what I think Sean Fitz told me that.
Okay, tip for the day. All right, mi gente, before I let Dr. Wong go, you know we have to do the palabra del día. So last video, we did pain in Spanish and pain in Hindi. So today we're going to do in Spanish, how are you doing? So in Spanish it's hola, ¿cómo estás? And in Cantonese it's
Lehoma.
one more time.
Lehoma.
And hola, ¿cómo estás? So till next time, talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, okay? Bye. Thank you so much for helping out. Is that okay?
I would know how to feel eventually.
So in Cantonese, it's... Wait,
Lehoma.
you gotta come to the camera. Okay, so... Okay. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Lehoma.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, gotta do it again. Cut.
Okay.